Today's top stories at NBR. Winton completes its initial public offer. The Parliamentary Commissioner for the Environment on the current wellbeing budget approach. Rocket Lab acquisition, and there's more coming right up. Kia ora and welcome to NBR Today, a wrap of the day's top business stories from the authority in New Zealand business news since 1970, nbr.co.nz. It's Tuesday, December 14th. I'm Paul Brennan. Thanks again for joining us. Analysts are warning permission for Tourism Holdings to acquire ASX-listed Apollo Tourism and Leisure may not be a foregone conclusion, given their pre-COVID dominance of the conventional RV market and their growing combined share of peer-to-peer RV rentals. Last week, THL said it had struck a deal to purchase Apollo in an all-scrip deal share swap that would see one ordinary THL share swapped for 3.68 Apollo shares, with 25% of THL to end up being owned by current Apollo shareholders. Both businesses manufacture, rent, sell and distribute motorhomes and campervans. A note from Forsyth Barr said the deal was very attractive for both financial and strategic reasons. Clearance from across Australasia's competition watchdog is required. Clearance will depend on market definition. And in its opinion, Forbar said we expect THL to get clearance, but it's not a foregone conclusion. Property developer Winton Land has announced the completion of its initial public offer, with $350 million raised, mostly from institutional and high net worth investors. In a statement, co-founder and managing director Chris Meehan welcomed new shareholders to the business, and he said the support Winton has received from the local capital market had been humbling and energises them to execute on their growth strategy. Investors in the capital raise include Macquarie Asset Management with $200 million and more than $100 million from a group of high net worth investors. Shares in Winton are due to list on the NZX and ASX on Friday. The government is being urged to change the way it deals with the environment as part of its wellbeing approach to the budget. Parliamentary Commissioner for the Environment, Simon Upton, has found the current wellbeing approach does not take into account the complexities and long-term nature of many environmental problems. Simon Upton joined the NBR political editor Brent Edwards.
I didn't think it was very good at all. I mean, you need quality information on a time basis. You need to see what the trends are. You need to be able to say what's likely to happen in the future. You need to be able to forecast. You need to be able to do some sensitivity testing about where things may end up depending. We haven't got the information to do that.
Parliamentary Commissioner for the Environment Simon Upton with Brent Edwards there. The cost of building supplies will keep rising into 2022 with ongoing long wait times for materials, Product Library and Information Service EBOS says. The building supply chain situation remains critical as freight pressures hit suppliers hard. Its latest quarterly construction supply chain update finds EBOS surveyed 219 residential and commercial construction product suppliers across all main categories in November. It found 82% were having issues supplying the market, up from 79% in the previous quarter. The number of suppliers experiencing freight issues was still in the majority, with 83% saying it was a key factor affecting their ability to supply. Dual-listed mobile engagement firm Plexure has axed 55 roles following a consultation it launched with staff last month, as it revealed costs had blown out seeking sales growth that did not occur. Plexure last month announced its net loss in the 6 months ended September 30 had nearly doubled to $8.5 million, which included $2.1 million related to its acquisition of Australian transaction platform provider Task for $120 million in September. A consultation process was launched on November 17, and the company also said it was considering consolidating its dual listing to a single exchange, after that operational review identified a fairly large cash burn for a business of its scale. Today, Tuesday, Plexure said that consultation had been completed, resulting in a headcount reduction of 55 non-engineering roles. Rocket Lab has acquired space solar power product supplier Solaero Holdings for $80 million cash, boosting its headcount by 425 to more than 1,100 globally. Solaero is only one of two companies producing high-efficiency space-grade solar cells in the United States, Rocket Lab said in an announcement to the Nasdaq exchange this morning, Tuesday. The New Mexico-based business's space solar cells are among the highest performing in the world and support civil space exploration, science, defence and intelligence in commercial markets, the announcement said. The acquisition is expected to close in the first quarter of 2022. Rocket Lab founder and Chief Executive Peter Beck said Solaero is a highly complementary addition to Rocket Lab's vertically integrated business model and strengthens the ability to streamline space for customers by delivering complete space mission solutions. The full details of those stories and more are at nbr.co.nz right now. Tomorrow at NBR, a Wellington litigation law firm is launching an Auckland office, and a fintech which looks to eliminate late payments by flipping the traditional trade credit model on its head has raised $2.5 million. I'm Paul Brennan. I look forward to being with you again tomorrow from around lunchtime for the morning's NBR trending stories. Then same time, same place, again right here from 5:30 tomorrow for another NBR Today.